Hello. Let me change my picture here. Let's go with the classic. Hi. Anyway, Max Payne 3 online. I've only unlocked 5 of 67 achievements. I'm assuming most of those are related to like the grinds. Some of those might actually be multiplayer now that I think about it. Let me take a peek at what's going on in multiplayer. Pain thresholds. Well, the Punchinellas, they're back. Anyway, that's enough out of that. Hopefully, I don't have to do any. Okay, never mind. We do. I was wrong. Nice try, idiot. Let me turn this down.
was just about to run to the roof when my savior and friend, the man whose unborn child I had just killed for, decided to leave without me.
Boy, Max! Get in! Quick!
I missed that somehow. He left without us. I guess I was kind of yapping and I missed what happened in this scene.
That bastard just flew off on me. After everything we've been through, I saved his girlfriend's life.
Who? Raul Passos?
Yeah, Raul Passos.
Yeah, I know. I thought you guys were very close.
We were.
Well, you know what? I did a background check.
Jesus.
I mean, I thought the two of you worked for Rodrigo Branco.
Yeah, so?
So? Did you get paid by Victor?
Victor, no.
Well, Raul Passos did. 6 times. Dating back to a few months before you turned up. He even paid for a ticket for him to go to New York.
Why?
I don't know, my guess is to meet you.
I bet that story of him being in the academy with Max is a bunch of bullshit
I
too.
don't know, maybe he liked you. Maybe he thought you needed a break.
That's funny.
I don't know, maybe he wanted some dumb gringo to come down here to shoot things up and maybe to take the watch for Rodrigo when he got shot.
I don't believe that.
Why? Because you're not a dumb gringo? Or because you are?
You know, I have no fucking clue anymore.
Okay. Let me ask you something.
What?
Well, what is it that you really thought that you were doing down there in Panama? Hmm? And don't tell me you're so naive as to think you were just down there guarding a woman.
I didn't know what to say. I had been so loaded in Panama, I could scarcely remember my own name. I know things had got real heavy. Panama had been my second job with Passos.
Hey, Max! Max! Come on!
The first had been easy. Money for banging waitresses at some fancy wedding in the Caribbean. This seemed like another easy gig. It was the middle of the day, and like any self-respecting idiot, I was half cut.
No, son, nothing like doing some good blows, some good friends on a boat. Daphne! Come here, I love this one.
Marcello, you're going to be the death of me? Alfredo Morchan!
It sure beats New Jersey, huh, Max?
Some ways.
Hey, come on, it's awesome!
Yeah. Everybody's drunk and tanned and listening to house music. Most of them have plastic surgery and they're all doing blow. I guess it is kind of like Jersey, huh?
That's very funny, Max. Hey, soldier!
Oh. I gotta quit drinking so much. Could give myself serious liver damage.
Yeah, big deal. You can always get a new one. Relax.
I hope you're not drinking on the job, gentlemen. Kidding, I hope you are. Just stay off the yayo, I don't have enough to share. I'm kidding again. Oh, Mikey. Even though we just met, I feel like we are good friends, you know? I feel like safe with you guys. Know that, like real safe.
That's great.
Yeah, and I love New York. The East Hamptons, do you know it?
Not really. I spent my honeymoon in Montauk.
Oh, where's that?
It's just down the road.
Whatever. Last time I was there, I got so wasted, I nearly shit myself. I didn't know you were married.
Yeah, well, my wife passed away.
Way to bring down the mood,
Bad.
whatever your name is.
But good, because now I can get you laid a lot. It is great to be single, hey? I love a woman.
I was just thinking that this game didn't have enough bullets.
Fuck her.
You read my mind.
I mean, could you believe that shit?
Okay.
Excuse me, I'm going to go to speak to Felipe. Felipe!
This is what being at a bar is usually like. I appreciate the realism.
Walk with me. What's the deal with this guy, eh? He's kind of stuck up.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, sure, tá bom, but have him smile a bit more, you know? Cause life is good! Where's the truck?
He's coming. Hey, soon.
Pasos. I gotta go lay down.
Okay.
I hope there's like incriminating shit on that disc that he failed to notice.
¡No hay nadie aquí! ¡Esta también está vacía!
Come on.
There was still work to be done.
Wait, where? Another guy. Sometimes it doesn't do
The dead guys
the
looked
zoom
like
in.
soldiers in one of those Central American guerrilla armies. Pirates with a manifesto. Psychos with a dream. That sort of bullshit. Passos had the name of the bar where I was drinking my life away. I should have put things together then, instead of waiting for De Silva to walk me through it real slow. I had a way of making any space my own. They didn't help with my sea legs, but they sure as shit felt good. them belonged to Passos, my partner in crime. Or maybe someone else's. The bed was made. I could only guess that Passos was upstairs in the thick of it, whatever it was. The boat was well appointed.
Hello. I apologize if you can hear the cat. There's always something.
The radio. Maybe I could send out an SOS.
Message in a bottle.
Estamos en la cubierta inferior. Vete a ver qué pasa. Asegúrate de que los burros no derrochen municiones con los tripulantes. Todos los demás siguen buscando.
It certainly wasn't the first time I'd woken up with a hangover, long after a party had turned sour. The need to get out of the boat's hull and onto the upper deck as soon as possible was countered by the probability of running into another hijacker. I had to move carefully.
Just in case.
The fire was sucking oxygen from the room. I didn't care if I got shot the second I got out of there. I needed one more gulp of fresh air before I died. It was like the need for a wake-up whiskey after a 2-day bender. How to shut off the fuel feeds. Move, Max. I shut down one engine, but it didn't make much difference. There. I could breathe again. Now the boat could get back to smelling like suntan oil, stale margaritas, and greed.
Come on, buddy.
So this was the famous Panama Canal. We could have gone to the moon while I was passed out and I wouldn't have noticed. While I'd been dead to the world, some of my shipmates were just plain dead. Where had they taken them? was a different scene than the one I'd stumbled away from. Where was everyone? I still didn't know what the hell happened.
Who knows? It's truly a mystery.
I didn't like to think what was behind the door. I had to save some valuables.
There have been far less moments of narration where I'm just like, shut the hell up. In the first game when he goes 665, the neighbor of the beast, I'm like, Max, get some sleep.
The guys up ahead weren't dealing with passengers like the rest of them. Maybe I should have realized then that this was no ordinary kidnap job. Something on the boat had attracted the sharks. Whatever they were looking for appeared to be gone.
They only seem to have sidearms. Give me 1 second.
The pirates wouldn't get everything.
¡Puta, aquí no hay nada! ¡Miguel, vení para acá! ¡Puta madre!
There was no avoiding it. I had to clean house.
Bitch, don't hide in
There
here.
was something firing these guys other than good old-fashioned socialist zeal. What were they looking for? It didn't make sense. Why would they leave the jewels and rip open the walls? It didn't occur to me just what the other cargo on board could be.
¡Salí, maricón! ¡Mostrá que tenés huevos!
Come on, I don't want to go out there. Oh, well.
on a ghost ship in a ghost canal. The whole thing creeped me the hell out.
Well, at least this one drink is okay.
Booze, coke, pills. You could get whatever party favor you wanted on this vessel. Daphne's ship was always stocked.
¡Anda, anda! ¡Está abierto!
Maybe there was something on the bridge. I checked every other inch of the boat. I spotted Passos and Marcelo. If I'd known back then that they'd been up to no good while I was fighting my way through a band of violent paramilitaries and a worse hangover, I might not have wanted to get over to them so bad.
Hey, Passos!
At the time, I hadn't thought too much about this. I hadn't thought too much about anything. Now I remember it didn't seem quite so kosher.
What about what's her name? Daphne.
Do whatever you think is best.
I think it's best we try to go find her.
Yeah, okay, let's go. Yeah.
See, I didn't think Passos was a bad guy. He didn't need to try to save this woman or the crew.
Through here.
Didn't realize you knew your way around here.
They were using that building to get across the canal.
¡Muévanse, muévanse! ¡Está ahí! ¡Ándale! ¡Mierda!
Come on, we're gonna get her, let's get her!
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
There's gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal.
Come on, I don't know how much time we have! Go, 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 go!
get across up top. Not bad.
Oops. Well, there it goes again. I actually like the other rifle I have better.
There was some equipment in the truck next to me. It'd be a shame to see it go to waste.
We can get across up top.
Come on.
There's gotta be a reason why they're going across the canal.
Not bad.
These are pros, man. Get it covered. ¡Gonorreas! ¡Mataron a mi amigo! We're good.
I don't know what I expected to find. On a boat full of drunks and bullshit artists, I'd been the cabaret act. Shooting whatever came in front of me was easier than coming to terms with that reality. My own private welcoming party.
He's so excited to see pills every single time.
You don't! Ah! ¡Coño de su madre!
Crazy motherfucker!
That was rad as shit.
That looked like the way up, but it was locked. I had to find a switch. There was probably a control console behind the desk. I needed something to help me adjust to being back on land.
What I get for trying to go to the bathroom.
I blocked out all my questions. All I thought about was getting to Daphne Bernstein before it was too late.
Jesus Christ.
Fuck, man. This is brutal. I didn't think things would be like this.
I should have jumped in that goddamn canal myself and swum my way back to New York.
Let me ask you again, Max. What do you think you were really doing in Panama?
I was drinking.
People died. Innocent people. Who do you think robbed you?
I don't know. I was told it was people who disliked Daphne Bernstein, something about an unpleasant divorce.
Her ex-husband worked on Wall Street. Do you think he has easy access to Panamanian death squads?
Guess I didn't really think about it.
You were smuggling something, weren't you?
No. I mean, I didn't realize it at the time. I didn't think too much about it, but yes, Marcelo did drive off with something. I don't know what. I didn't see him until we got to Brazil a week or so later.
I think it was money. I think Marcelo and Victor have a friendly banker there in Panama. Your little cruise was to deliver the cash to him because there it's easier to launder.
But I thought the Broncos were rich.
Rodrigo's rich. The other two, they live well, but they don't have real money. Victor's campaigns were always financed by his brother. That is the way among certain rich families there. The eldest brother is the king. You know, he gets everything. The other two, not so much.
And now Rodrigo's dead.
Exactly. And Marcelo, too. It's an awful tragedy for Victor, huh? A man running on a law and order ticket, you know, whose brothers have both been killed in such terrible circumstances. A true patriot.
What about Marcelo?
Marcelo was an idiot. Were this true, I certainly don't believe he could possibly have known about it. But I do believe some other scheme, you know, some other bullshit. Whatever that cash was, Victor could have talked him into something. I don't know yet.
And Passos?
Raul Passos is a bum ex-cop. He failed in America, failed in Sao Paulo. He was surrounded by more money and more poverty than his tiny little head can handle. You think guys like that can't be bought?
No, but if...
But nothing. He's probably not a bad guy. He's just a man caught in the crossfire of a very rich family.
What about me?
You. You're the fall guy. The American. running around, acting like the action hero, killing lots of people. You're a stroke of genius.
That ain't how it is.
You were an angry ex-cop. You were sitting in a bar with a history of violence and a history of a bad temper. You were perfect.
Me and Passos went to the academy together.
Did you?
I don't fucking know.
Okay, let's
Yeah.
take a drive, Max. You want to do some good? Want to get yourself killed in a good cause? Then I need you to check something out for me.
Like what?
That incident at the favela today. Now, some of my officers say a bus drove off some captives,
They did, I saw it.
but no captives were ever booked.
They probably handed them off to the paramilitary death squads, the,
Caixa Preto?
Right.
Who did?
I don't know, the cops. The other cops. The cops who shoot on sight.
The UFE.
Right.
Max, you see that building there?
The Imperial Palace Hotel?
Yeah, that's what it says. People go in there in large groups under armed guard, but it isn't a police station, and no one comes out of there.
Why don't you just go in and bust the joint? Get a warrant.
I'm only a cop, Max.
So you keep saying. Time to find out what was going on here. I didn't fancy booking myself in the presidential suite, so went looking for the basement. I wasn't too excited about the acoustics in this place. A couple of gunshots would sound like I'd walked in here with a goddamn marching band. It wasn't pretty, but I guess none of what was about to happen was gonna be. It was the question I kept on asking myself. How could I have been so blind? I was convinced the Broncos had gotten the wrong man for the job, but maybe De Silva was right. I was the stooge. The bad joke everybody got but me.
Puta, tá pesado pra caralho. Tá cheio de chumbo. Comeu boi.
Either those guys wheeled their trash out on stretchers, or something was seriously wrong here.
Amazing.
I hadn't slept in days. I needed
They took
something
away
to
my
keep me
pills.
going.
Oh, you can't see that. Hang on. I forgot you can't see it. Because of me. I had like 8 or 9 pills, and now I only have 3. Big Pharma.
Ufe. Was there anything they didn't have a grubby hand in? A few days earlier, I'd have called it a coincidence. But I'd written off too many of those already. The Imperial Palace Hotel was a 5-star bona fide shithole. I needed to find out why guests were checking in by the busload and checking out by the bag load. Maybe the service would be better upstairs.
A mesma coisa. O quê? Você não tá fazendo nada, tá fazendo tudo sozinho.
Me dê cobertura! Continue atirando! Ok,
Hello?
Cuidado, ele está vindo nessa direção!
Hello?
Toma esse resgate, desgraçado! Eu vou te matar! Eu vou enfiar essa granada no seu rabo, desgraçado!
What is this music for?
You can't unsee something, but you can dull the effect. I knew this thing was bigger than me. Bigger than the Broncos, but I only had a glimpse of the whole picture. Like looking in the mirror and for an instant seeing what everyone else sees. A bad caricature of a better man. Ufe. That deal at the favela was getting dirtier by the minute. Those bastards were clearly in bed with the Crush of Prado. Now we just had to find out why. Starting with a bit of bedtime reading for Mr. Da Silva. When you've lived the kind of life I've lived, reality comes at you through a different lens. But nothing could have prepared me for what was on the other side of that door. I had to get those poor bastards out of there.
Get him out of here. Go. Go. Wait. I said get... Serrano.
Serrano. He looked pathetic. A man defeated. I walked away and left him to his own personal nightmare. Whatever hell this was Da Silva had sent me into, I knew I had to put an end to it. I had no choice but to push on. I didn't understand everything, and I never would, but I understood enough. Sometimes a complicated problem is best tackled with a simple solution.
Where'd the fucking rifle go?
This was hell on earth. Da Silva was no fool. I'd have driven on off into the sunset too if I were him. But I was in too far now.
Give me 1 second. Oh,
It looked like Victor had won the sympathy vote. Found his universal connection to the people. Triumph out of tragedy. Part of me couldn't help thinking that had been his plan all along.
second.
Time to see what fresh hell awaited me upstairs.
Hello? What?
There it was, the soundtrack to my life.
Max?
And for a few seconds came harmony. Finally.
Finally, my 3 arms have brought me happiness. Okay.
What the fuck is going on here? How much do you want? What have you been doing? I am a doctor. I help people. What have you been doing here? It's easy for you. Listen, I know people. They will kill you. I can help you. Trust me. Please, please. What have you been
Oh, we met that guy.
I have a lot of money. Look, look. Lots of money. I do important research. Please. Caralho! Caralho! Espera, espera. Eu posso explicar tudo. Tudinho. Não, não. Por favor. Pelo amor de Deus. Por favor, não me mata. Não, não. Pelo amor de Deus. E aí, doutor?
Well,
For
that
all
takes care of one
Serrano owed
problem.
me, he'd paid enough. For now, I had bigger debts to call in. Even I could guess what Demolissao meant. That building was condemned in more ways than one. They had a fucking arsenal in here.
Hell
It was
yeah.
time to bring this little hellhole to the ground, so I decided to put some of their C4 to good use. I'd seen some dark shit in my time, but this was something else. These vermin had gone into a place where life was cheap and found a way to get rich off it. I just wanted to finish this and get far away from here. But then, true to form, more of the rats came out of their holes.
Vocês ouviram isso? Ouvi. Ninguém sai desse prédio até esse cara tá morto, hein? Você está bem? Estou num beco sem saída, me ajude! Exato, desgraçado! Eu vou te...
At least my visitors had been kind enough to leave the gate open. Where those bastards were going, they wouldn't need medication.
That's a beautiful
It was time
insight.
to see what VIP treatment awaited me on the penthouse floor.
Hmm.
Que porra do caralho, rapaz! Seu viado do lado aqui, caralho!
Any time I'd bought had been going real cheap. If I was gonna plant the rest of those explosives, I had to do it now.
Seu gringo, verme gordo da porra!
That was the last of the explosives. I just hoped it was enough to bring down the building. And all the evil in it.
Vai, vai, rápido, rápido, vai!
Who wants to take a shot? You see what this is? Come on, anybody? Want to be a hero? I got nothing to lose. Let's do it.
Que porra que tá acontecendo aqui?
Senor Neves.
What the fuck is your problem, man?
My problem? My problem? Wanna know what my problem is? You're turning humans into glue. That's what my fucking problem is.
I don't know what you're talking about, American. All I know is what I hear about you. You bodyguard for the Brancos. They are all dead. You help the poor. Today, many of them dead. You are a proper American hero.
At least I fucking tried.
Well done with your effort. The whole city is grateful. The great American savior of the poor.
That's right.
You think you made any difference? You think stopping this legitimate business venture is helping anyone?
Legitimate? You're stealing people's organs!
We pay for everything. We have the records.
Oh, so people can sell their livers? Their hearts? Their eyeballs? You're insane, you sick fuck!
We kept people safe in the city. Decent people. Safe. I know a lot of powerful people.
Well, your powerful people aren't gonna help you out of this one, buddy.
Come on. Hurry up, buddy. There we go. Oh boy, here we go again.
I told you the city was dangerous, friend.
I kinda like it. It's growing on me.
Nice to see a happy tourist smiling.
The fuck are you doing here?
I came back
I can see that. But why?
to save you.
Oh, yeah, real hero.
Listen,
No, come with me, Max. To Brazil. Be a chance to play the fall guy in a plot that my boss's brother's hatching to profit from the selling of human organs. Yeah, it'll be perfect for you.
what are you talking about? I know nothing about human organs, man. Victor and Marcelo are trying to teach Rodrigo a lesson. Get into losing the purse strings and the family money. They pressured me into doing it. You wanna die? I came back for you. I did my best. I'm having a kid, Max. I gotta go.
Fuck you.
Sure. Later. Now, let's go. Hope this thing works.
I owe you everything.
No, you don't. I'm sorry I couldn't save your sister.
I was there. It wasn't your fault.
I was paid to protect her and I didn't.
She married into a sick family.
Maybe.
I just wanted to say thank you for giving us a chance to live. I mean, as a family.
I hope it all works out for you, for all of you.
Thank you. Don't be too long.
Well, buddy, that's it.
Where are you guys gonna go?
I don't know, maybe back to New York, maybe down to Argentina. Giovanna has family in Salvador. Maybe we'll just stay there.
Me, I got business to take care of.
I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I know, I know it was very wrong.
It's all right, it's done. But hey, I'm having myself a fun old time. Maybe this is how things had to be. Figure I might as well die in the sunshine as die in the snow.
Look, I'm sorry I'm leaving. I got a kid coming, you know how it is.
I know how that is.
You know, I almost didn't say goodbye to you. I said to myself, maybe this guy will put a bullet in me.
Maybe I will. But not right now.
Thank you. Try to look after yourself, Max, huh? Life is worth living.
If you say so, pal.
I thought I was going to have to witness another murder.
Nah. Not him.
You ready?
I guess.
Okay. I've looked through this information you gathered. It's not very nice.
What is it?
It's the Ufe. The famous Mr. Becker.
Friend of Victor Bronco.
Yes. And a contributor to his campaigns. A government employee, of course.
And?
A weapons dealer. A murderer. This was known. A dealer in human organs. This wasn't known.
A proper gentleman.
Sure.
So you're gonna bring him down?
Yes, because I want to lose my wife and my children and then get killed myself. All that after watching him walk free.
Tell me what has to be done.
Well, officially, there's nothing I can do.
And unofficially?
Well, we can always try something a little more creative.
Creative?
Let's go!
De Silva had promised me a 10 o'clock showcase. I had to make sure I was on stage and ready for my close-up.
Diga a Becker. Que vim para ele. Ah!
Ei, olha aqui. Tropa. Ei, moço. Mano, quem é esse cara aí?
Manda tua conta, rapaz.
Vai se fuder, ó. Meu conta não quero saber do cu, pô.
Ela não desgruda dela, meu.
Ei, quem é essa cara aí?
Convidado nosso. Quebra esse otário aí.
Deixa comigo, me dá uma lição nele.
Então, o pai dela não desgruda.
Ladrão, filha da puta! Vai atrás de inocente! Vai ver o que vai acontecer contigo mesmo aqui! É aqui que você vai se proteger, caralho! Tá pensando o quê? Hã? Onde é que você vem? Fica aí, caralho! Eu? Se fudeu, filha da puta! Otário! Vai morrer aí, otário! Deixa eu sair daqui, né?
Ô, segura a porta aí.
Eu vi uma outra versão.
Olha, mas eu vi aquela parada lá, hein?
Demorou. Valeu, amigo. Hey, what are you doing here? Huh? I ask you a question. Answer him. Answer him. What are you doing? What? What are you doing here? O que você está fazendo aqui? What are you doing here?
I don't understand. I can't hear you.
What are you doing here?
You hit me in the ear.
Hey, answer me. What are you doing here?
Back in the precinct after all this time. Time to find out what the hell was going on.
There we go. When I say all cops, I mean that shit.
I knew nothing resembling good times lay beyond that gate, but I was gonna have to face the music sooner or later. They had their body armor, I had mine.
I guess our little stunt helped some other civic-minded people raise valid concerns about community relations. Their faces said it all. I was on their side, but how could they know that? If they came through that door, I'd be leaving as a human shield and never leaving at all. Luckily for me, for once the police arrived just in time.
It sounded like all hell was breaking loose. Whatever nonsense De Silva had pulled, it seemed to be working.
Come on. What the fuck did he just do?
Mr. Have a nice day guy. You ain't gonna help me. Fucking luck.
The last few prisoners were trapped in here, and more presently, seemed I was too.
Come on.
Luckily, I wasn't the only cop with a pill problem. The security switch had to be in that booth. Figured I'd bag those up for evidence. It was Monday's arrest log. far as I could tell. And no sign of anybody from Nova Esperanza. All those poor bastards have been checked straight into the Imperial Palace Hotel. That kid had the right idea. There was no point bouncing bullets off that thing. I decided I'd try to pick up where he left off. And then immediately regretted that decision.
Well. Take 3.
Wasn't this nice? The perfect end to a perfect trip. If someone had told me 6 months ago this was where my life was headed, I'd have ordered a double of whatever they were drinking, drunk it, then blown my head off.
Porra, você tá tentando fazer? Quebra esse...
Another dark, rainy night. Another police station. Another futile crusade for amends. Time moves forward, and nothing changes. Every bastard in the joint must have known I was on the loose by now. I couldn't afford to waste any more time.
Looking for painkillers. Hold on.
Special Forces painkillers.
Thanks. Well, that did a bunch of nothing.
Every bastard in the joint must have known.
Oh, right up his pee hole.
They'd come from the control room. It looked like the security cameras were still running. It looked like the prisoners were giving them a run for their money. That's what happens when you hand some roided-up halfwit a commando uniform with special on the front and let him ride around his hometown in a tank playing soldiers. Sooner or later, someone's gonna decide he's not so special. There were a bunch more in the elevator, tooled up like they were about to roll into Fallujah. And of course, they were headed my way. If the heat was rising, that meant I was getting closer to the source. I had to keep moving. About the only friend I had left in that town.
Nope. Nope.
I saw the elevator doors were open.
If there was one thing I learned since being in Sao Paulo, it was that me and the local elevators were not a good mix.
Well, I mean, you've had bad experiences with elevators since the first game, but...
Whatever depressing fate lay on the other side of those doors, there was no point in putting it off any longer.
Well, shit. What? Oh, great. There we go. Fuck.
I'd killed more cops than cholesterol, and still no sign of Becker. It wasn't the first time it dawned on me I should probably have gone over the plan in more detail, but it was too late for that now. AUP. Those were the guys who jumped the yacht in Panama. And what was this? Had the Brazilian cops tipped them off about the money? If I didn't hurry, Becker would be long gone.
Let me just grab up every ammo. There we go.
I still didn't know how I'd gone from drinking myself numb in New Jersey to looting corpses in Brazil. But this was where I was, 5,000 miles from a home I couldn't go back to, on another suicide mission to clean up a mess that wasn't even mine. I'd spent... The CS were all but out of business in Sao Paulo, and suddenly Becker and Victor looked like local heroes in the war on crime. They'd really gotten their money's worth outsourcing their problems onto me. My old pal Serrano. We'd both been unwitting clowns in this sorry circus. Part of me hoped he'd made it out of that hotel alive. I didn't recognize the guy. Maybe this was the new slum king De Silva had talked about. A throne never stays empty for long. Fame at last. It was no great surprise I'd made Ufe's most wanted list. I hadn't done much to improve the reputation of Americans abroad over the past few weeks, and there they were, my illustrious employers, 3 dead and still every chance I'd go 4 for 4. None of this was gonna look good on the resume. And I was in good company. Howell Passos, sent up north to find a washed-up gringo who would act tough and play dumb. Boy, did he ever deliver.
Thank you for the recap.
It was starting to feel as if I'd never leave that place. Like one of those nightmares where you keep running and running, only to discover you're chasing yourself. Nothing I was gonna find in there could make a difference now. I had all the evidence I needed. Tear gas. This wasn't good. I needed to find a way out of that stairwell, and fast. The bastards had me locked in. This was a waste of time. My eyes and throat burned, but at least I could breathe. I was trying to work out what direction I was headed in when I discovered some more Brazilian architecture not designed for the American physique.
What? That actually would be a good place for me to go use the little person man's room. I will be right back. Hello? Okay. My mic wasn't working for a second.
There it was, the tape from the Bronco security system. Jesus, it was that guy. I had seen him in the favela, Bachmeyer, Becker's right-hand man. His time would come, him and Becker.
Oh, hold on.
O seu dinheiro representa o seu futuro. Mantenha-o seguro com o Banco Boitatá. Para sua casa, o seu carro ou o seu negócio. Venha falar com Boitatá.
Threatens to be the worst volcanic eruption in Ecuador for 40 years.
The epidemic of violence that grips Brazil's major cities continues to worsen. On Monday, a massive gun battle between drug gangs and special forces police in the favela of Nova Esperanza left 150 people dead or critically injured.
It was way more than that.
Were divided on the reactions to the altercation. Camila Machado blamed the police force for acting without restraint and effective government oversight. Victor Branco, whose eldest brother was murdered last week and whose youngest brother is missing and is feared to have been an innocent victim in Monday's gun battle, issued a statement calling for more funding for law enforcement and vowing to stop at nothing to make Sao Paulo safe again. In Buenos Aires, the world's largest chorizo.
Give me 1 second to fix that.
caused quite.
I'd seen enough. It was time to bring this nightmare to an end. I couldn't get that tape out of my head. Why had Ufe killed Rodrigo? I wasn't gonna find any answers in the forensics lab. I had to push on.
Hey, pal. Nice to see you.
Vai pra casa, gringo de merda.
I don't think we've been properly introduced.
I know who you are.
Then you should have killed me in the office when you had the chance.
There's still time, meu camarada.
There we go. Nope.
Vamos, em frente! Eu vou te matar! Ah, chegou a sua vez! Vou mudar de posição! Me dê cobertura!
Hey, what up? We're practicing ACAB. When I say all cops, I mean it.
Another pile of bodies and still nothing to show for it. It felt like I was detaching, that maybe this was revenge for something else, something buried deep in the past.
That's still not a lot of gun.
Rodrigo, Giovanna, Passos, everyone who'd meant anything was gone. Like so many times before, I'd found myself alone, locked on a course of destruction.
We're
It was at
in
my
the
worst
final
when
stretch, I
was at my
think.
best.
What is over here? I thought I saw a golden gun part.
Seemed the anti-drug squad had a few habits of its own.
You were right in that Max's narration in the third game has far fewer things where I just say shut up. Come on. There we go. In the first game, like, it's close to the end of the first game when he goes 665, the neighbor of the beast, or whatever. And I was just like, shut up. No one wants to hear that right now. It's more like, Max, go get some sleep. Because I don't know if that's the intent, but it does get less coherent as the game goes on in the first one. Hopefully after this we will have, well, hopefully we'll finish this tonight, and then we have Quantum Break. A game that I did not know existed until I saw you guys were talking about it in that one Discord. You talking about it is what inspired me to do this whole thing. Man, we took his nose off. Oh, hey, someone with some sense, hey.
Any bullets I had left were being saved for someone special. Becker and Bachmeyer had taken their pound of flesh and sold it on the black market. Now I was coming for mine.
You unleashed your full power, and I appreciate it. Where did he go? He fucking booked it. near the end of Arkham City, there's like when you're in the steel mill, there's a guy being lifted into like the molten lava or whatever, and you beat the guys that are gonna drop him into the molten stuff, and you save him, and then after like a minute of standing around, the criminal you saved decides to take a swing at you. He's like, I was gonna leave you alone.
Beleza, rapaziada, bom trabalho. Só tô esperando a confirmação do outro grupo, mas o gringo já deve estar morto agora.
Senhor, ele não parece estar morto!
Filho da puta, pelo amor de Deus!
I think last October, we did all the 4 Arkham games, including the DLC, which was a pretty fun time. I basically have the collectibles for the first 2 games in that series memorized. It was the first time that I had played Arkham Origins since it launched. And the first time I had actually completed Arkham Knight.
Oh, I understand plenty, asshole.
Because to get to the ending, you have to collect all the Riddler shit.
Shot. I was gonna have to get creative. It was a waste of bullets. His cover was too good.
Not that good. I streamed the first 3 hours of the Suicide Squad game on here or something like that. And I quit. It was kind of boring and just like generic shooter-y. But I quit when you're like Waller is giving you your next mission and then your comms get hacked and then the Riddler is like, aha, you have to collect my digital trophies. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
Serve your purpose! This is where it ends!
Those ceiling tiles looked kind of loose. It was worth a shot.
I couldn't get more than 4 hours into it. I tried to force myself through it because I was concerned that that they would take the game down after support ended, but I couldn't get more than like I got to the part where Ivy gets brought back from the dead, but that's about it. None of the connections to the Arkham games are meaningful or feel good. I also tried to... Someone bought me a game to play on here, and they're, in return, they wanted me to play Gotham Knights. And I felt awful, because I also could only get about 6 hours into that before I was like, can you please let me play something else? I'm not trying to seem entitled, but, like, holy shit. I didn't even get that last stand in. Oh well. I don't remember where I quit exactly. That one's just aggressively, like, modern gaming. All the things that are bad about it. And so is Suicide Squad. Nope. Oh, because we can't get a shot at him. That's why we can't do the last stand. That's dumb as shit. Give me a second. Nope. There we go.
Do you even see what a joke you are?
There was a lot about Arkham Origins that I had forgotten. Because while I when Arkham Knight came out, I was of the opinion that it had its weaknesses. It had more weaknesses compared to Arkham Origins gameplay-wise, but I was more of the opinion that Arkham Knight was trying to innovate and do something different, whereas Arkham Origins was less trying to do so. So I was more inclined to like favor doing something new. I've kind of reconsidered that whole package, or that whole idea.
You don't know when you lost, do you?
I can see his head.
Why do you think you're not dead already?
I think I'm not dead because you're really shitty at this. At least we're getting free painkillers out of it. Because Arkham Origins, like, actual, like, main story is like basically just as messy as Arkham Knight's story. Like, it doesn't flow well at all. Arkham Origins has a great hook of like the night of assassins, where you have to avoid them coming after you, but it doesn't actually deliver on that feeling. Because you only fight them one at a time. They never like team up on you or anything. And two of them are only in side missions. Deadshot and Lady Shiva. There we go. Holy shit.
This was the passkey to Becker's office. I was close to the end of all this, and I could feel it.
Becker!
Something funny about dying? I felt like the avenging angel. I looked like a fat bald dude with a bad temper.
You disgusting piece
I feel like I've
of
never
shit.
seen this man before in my life.
Everything!
Not everything, my friend. Let go of him, Max. Huh? Hmm? There's a good fellow.
Well. Victor, I was wondering when you'd reappear out of whatever slimy hole you live in.
I'd like to just say, Max, I just want to say thank you for all your hard work, for my family, and for cleaning up that horrible mess with the Crachá Preto for us. You know I'm tough on crime.
I'll tally up the total Max Payne murder total later.
Becker, take his gun.
Toma, seu filho da puta!
Man, he's a bitch.
They had barred the door. My only hope was to chase them down. I knew they'd be leaving town, and my guess is they would try to fly out of here. Rich people love to fly away.
God damn it!
Actually, well, we'll see. But if we do this in less than an hour, I might give Quantum Break a shot.
Check the main terminal. I'm gonna go and look for the Bronco plane by the hangar, okay?
Let's do it.
You keep an eye out in there. You know Becker's gonna have some guys in there watching out for you.
Yep. So, of course, I knew they were looking for me. But the airport was about the only place a fat gringo might blend in. Well, there or a sex club. My delusions of disguise lasted around 2 seconds. They were out in force. And they were out for me. But then, I was out for them too. Every last one of those bastards.
Check in.
Come on, bastards.
They're always taking my guns away. Come on, bitch. Well, that accomplished a lot, I think. Hello? Okay. Aw, Max didn't have anything stupid to say when I picked up those painkillers.
It felt like my vacation was coming to an end. Only I wasn't heading home with a sunburn, a bag full of duty-free, and a dose of VD. I was making a bet that would put me in handcuffs or a body bag.
At least I got my golden fuck off gun.
These were Becker's guys.
Can't believe that we're ending our long adventure, our friendship with our good friend Max Payne.
The doors lead in the direction of the main terminal. The customer restroom. I could get through to the departure gates up ahead. There were UFE all over the airport, and civilians were being moved out. Looking at it one way, shutting down the airport for their escape was a weird sort of compliment, but one I didn't need.
Well, I'm glad you've been along for the ride. And we might take a little bit of a peek at Quantum Break if we can do this in the next half hour. A game I know literally nothing about. So the game, something I learned is that the game triggers a game over if you like intentionally kill like a cowering civilian. But it does. There are still times where you can accidentally kill an innocent. During the part in the strip club, I accidentally got one of them, got one of the strippers, and the game did not end.
A gate had opened at the other end of the departure lounge.
There we go.
They weren't here. I had to keep moving down through the airport.
Come on. You know, this would be a funny time. Like right before the airport started would have been a funny time to flash back to New York again. I would have respected the audacity at least.
The tram to the next terminal was down the escalators.
You know, the police actually got civilians out of the line of fire. That's the first time I've seen that in this game.
It didn't look like there'd be any trams leaving until the power was on. looked like they'd cut the power off in the office at the end of the platform. That was where I'd get it running. Something for the nerves. It worked. The trams were running again.
There was
Maybe
a
they'd take me to my
there was a
gate. Maybe they'd bring me
earlier
back one
I
and
picked
whack
up some
me.
painkillers in the
Maybe
police
both.
station, and he goes special forces painkillers, and that's it. That's all he says. Come on.
And we were off. I felt like I might be able to recharge for a second. At least until we pulled into the station and met more murderous assholes.
Son of a bitch!
Didn't work out like that. Of course there'd be a tram full of goons trying to derail me.
Holy moly. I also found the Easter egg where you play the Max Payne main theme on the piano, but Max's model glitched out, so it looked like he had 3 hands, or 3 arms.
It was perfect. Everyone wanted a ticket for the Max Payne Express. felt like I'd missed out on the joke. And it was a real good one. Come on.
Holy shit.
The tram was slowing down, and I'd only just gotten on board. I had to salvage what I could and see what was waiting for me. This was my stop.
Here we go.
It had taken me right into the heart of it. Becker's gimps were everywhere, so he and Bronco
His
must
gimps.
be close. The smart move would have been sticking with De Silva and going straight to the hangar, but when was I ever?
He decided to get his birthday party started early.
Dumb move, guy. Hey, Max, we'll drive onto the runway. No thanks. Let me walk in the main entrance. I'll put a big shit-eating grin on my face and let these assholes take turns trying to kill me. That's my style, and it's too late in the day to hope for change. Boy, were they throwing numbers at this problem. But then, I'd chosen to be here. I wanted this. Was it redemption? Not really. It was pathetic desperation, and not much else. The further in I got, the more guys I saw. Becker wasn't running a police force. He was running an army. These guys were better trained and better equipped than anyone I'd seen out here. And I'd seen some mean sons of bitches. The mission was screaming suicide, but I didn't give a damn. At least I'd die being a pain in the ass. There the bastards were, sneaking off in their rich kid's toy.
I ain't got nowhere else to go, Becker! Mr. Payne, I believe you had something to say to me! Mate ele! Mate ele agora! Não! Não! Não!
Whoa. Well, that didn't work.
No one expected you to
Thanks for locking on to the fucking wrong thing. Thank you. Oh boy. Shit.
You're pissing in the wrong pool, Mr. Payne. Look what you become, Mr. Payne. Another fucking terrorist.
Oh, holy. Oh, God. Oh, that's right. We did see this, but I didn't know who this was.
This was it. It was almost over. So I guess I'd become what they wanted me to be. A killer. Some rent-a-clown with a gun who puts holes in other bad guys. Well, that's what they had paid for, so in the end, that's what they got. Say what you want about Americans, but we understand capitalism. You buy yourself a product and you get what you pay for. And these chumps had paid for some angry gringo without the sensibilities to know right from wrong. Here I was, about to execute this poor bastard like some dime store angel of death, and I realized they were correct. I wouldn't know right from wrong if one of them was helping the poor and the other was banging my sister.
Okay, this one is... That one's just straight up gibberish, but the plane.
Get in, Max! I'm in. Just drive the fucking car. Go!
We had one card left to play.
Just get me close. Whoa. Guys are running in over on the right.
See him?
Sam, over to the right. The car! Come on! Got a flight to catch. It's not going to take off without. We're taking damage! Ah! Shit! That about sums it up. You're blocking the runway. Of course they have their armored first aid. Eyes front! I normally am behind the gas kind of car. If only I'd been one of them too. This don't look good. If he gets out of the country, don't worry. Borders. That's them. Asshole. Your career's coming down with that plane. Let's get it over with. Wait, Max! No! Stop! Max! We have what we need on him now. Let him enjoy a trial and a spell in prison. Let him suffer. Trust me.
You know I'll walk. You'll walk with a limp.
Oh my god.
Update on the astonishing organ harvesting scandal. The 55th Battalion of the City Police's Special Forces Unit, who have been implicated in human trafficking, has been disbanded indefinitely. Meanwhile, Victor Bronco, the politician at the center of the scandal, who is accused of laundering money from the scheme to fund his political campaign for mayor, was yesterday found hanged in his police cell. It's not yet clear whether his death was a suicide or simply retribution for his part in a scandal that has so many families missing loved ones that were kidnapped and killed. City officials say a full investigation is underway. Local residents expressed outrage as they have been let down by both law enforcement and city leaders. And now, your local forecast. Boy, it's dark in some places, but it's sunny everywhere else. Over to Marisol with the weather.
And while this was clearly never intended to be the end of the Max Payne saga, we're almost certainly never getting a Max Payne 4. We're getting the remakes, of course. But we can only speculate. I assume that Max Payne killed himself before the age of 50. That's my headcanon. I'm sticking to it. now, I want to look at the character models that we have. Because we got some old Max Payne characters. We got we got we got the OG. We got the bitch. We got Max Payne 2. We got Vlad, Odin, the boss fight guy that called himself Mr. Beast. Nicole Horn, Mona, Incogniti, all our old friends. And apparently you unlock these by doing the arcade mode. But I'm good on that, I think. It might seem strange, but because it was like, I don't know. That's a good point. I forgot that it was her mom. Mom, can you come be the most evil bitch in the world for my game? Mom, hello? Okay. We came in very neatly under the time limit. So let me see here. But okay, we can't do Quantum Break today. Because I forgot to actually install it. But I don't feel like ending just now. Let me see if there's a quick thing on my Steam that I can play for like half an hour. I never I never actually played the arcade mode for American Nightmare. I'm curious what that's like, so let's put that up here. Alan Wake and arcade mode was like a very jarring connection, but
crawls with danger and horror. Morning brings salvation.
Come on. Alan. I would be curious to know, because I think you mentioned that Quantum Break was that some ideas that they had tossed around for Alan Wake 2 were used in that game instead. So I'll be curious to learn that tomorrow. Sir, that's very rude. Come here. Now I think I'm just putting off the end of this stream. So let me close that. But yeah, we will continue with Quantum Break tomorrow. So we'll see how that goes. Everybody take easy. Stay safe.